Hey guys, this is Smitty with Note Starter, and today we're going to do an actual case study of a note that we have here locally in Kansas City. We'll go through the three possible outcomes that you'll have pretty much on every note that you own in your portfolio. So without further delay, let's get into it. Okay guys, so here is our Hardesty Avenue note. And here is a view of the actual property. Now remember, we do not own the property. We are just the note holder. We own the contract. Okay. So the market value of the home is 108,000 bucks. The balance is, the unpaid balance is $40,000. That's what they owe remaining left on their note at 340 bucks a month. Of course, they started out with a 360-month term, which is 30 years, and they have remaining payments of 308 payments. So we picked this up right at 308, and the LTV of the home is 37%. So that loan to value, that's what that LTV means. The lower it is, the better off you are with the returns on your investment. So we picked this guy up for $32,000. So you always want to do, one of the things that when you buy notes, you always want to pay under the unpaid balance. Okay. The lower you get under the unpaid balance, the higher your yield's going to be. Okay. And also with notes, just know that there's always going to be three possible outcomes from every note. Okay. Those three possible outcomes are pay to term. That means where they just finish out the term, they fulfill their contract based on the 360-month term. Early payoff, say they've been paying, they may sell the house or come into money and they do an early payoff. Or the most commonly asked, if they fail to pay. Okay, so going through these three scenarios, let's just start with the first one. It's pretty simple. 340 bucks a month that they're paying constantly for the remaining of the term. 308 payments gives us $104,000 payments after that term is filled, which calculates out to be about 12.2%. It's pretty good. I'll take 12.2% any day over my savings account. Okay. Next scenario, early payout. Okay, over 60 months, that's 5 years. So say they pay their 340 bucks a month and they pay for 5 years, which gives me $20,000 over that 5-year term. And then they say, hey, we're going to pay it off. We come into some money or we want to sell it and get out of here. So they have to fulfill that unpaid balance. So that's where that 38,000 comes from. So after principal and interest through their 5 years, they've actually paid off a couple thousand bucks on their unpaid balance. So once they pay that off, that's owed to us. Okay, so that 5 years of payment plus the unpaid balance gives us 58,442 bucks, and that looks good, which gives us a 15.3% return. So the notorious question that everyone asks, hey, what if they decide not to pay? Okay, so if they decide not to pay, let's say they've already paid for 5 years. Okay, so after those 5 years and they say they decide they don't want to pay. Okay, so we've collected 20,000 bucks again, and then they just stop paying. So at that point, they've not honored their contract and we have to foreclose. This is when we actually go and get the actual real estate. Okay, so just like a bank will send you foreclosure procedures. We get the proceeding and we get those guys out of the house and collect that real estate. Okay, so the 70,000 bucks, I came up with that because let's say I sell it for $75,000 because I personally, our business, We don't want to do any fix and flip. We don't want to put any money into it to get it back to the full market value. I mean, I could, but that's just not my choice. That's just not our business strategy. So say I want to go in and sell it to an investor. So say I want to sell it for $75,000. And the reason why that 70 is there because I have to pay for the attorney for foreclosing. I have to also pay for closing costs. So I just figured out about $5,000. Of course, that number will vary. So let's just say a clean $70,000 and we sell the property. Okay. So at that point, I've sold it for 70, collected $20,000 over the 5 years that they have paid, which calculates out to be at 24.9%. So, hey, there's your answer. If you fail to pay, my yields are going up, right? So that's good stuff. So you guys can do this as well. You can build your financial wealth by investing in notes, and there's possible scenarios that you can do. So you just say, hey man, I don't have $32,000 just sitting around, but there's different ways you can do this, guys. So one of them is through your IRA. You can do a self-directed IRA to where you can purchase notes through your IRA, and say you're tired of the stock market or your money's not moving the way you want it to in your IRA, or you just want better control. You're purchasing real estate versus watching the stocks go up and down, okay? You can do that through your IRA. Also, if you just got some bank savings that's gaining you less than 1%, which if it's sitting in the bank, you're gaining less than 1%. You can take that out and get returns much, much higher than your savings account. And then last but not least, you can also do it with no money down. Nope, you do not have to have money to start into this business. You can do what they call brokering notes. You can find buyers and sellers and make the spread in between. So there's plenty of ways to do that. If you've got any more questions, just visit notestarter.com. Also, if you like this video, please click the like and subscribe button for more videos to come.